Hi friends, Hattie here with Honeybee Stampers. I'm going live for happy hour with Honeybee Stampers. It is Sunday, March 10th. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Sunday and you're able to join me here on my Facebook group. And I will be uploading this to YouTube, so if you're watching the replay on YouTube, hello, welcome, thank you for joining. I am excited to be here. I was gone last week on vacation. I went on a crafting cruise and kind of like a cruise for my anniversary as well. My husband and I got married on Leap Day, two Leap Days ago. So it's been 8 years, 2 anniversaries, pretty exciting. We had a chance to celebrate and I had the chance to craft at the same time. So I'm telling you, I won out all around. Hopefully you guys are, like I said, having a great Sunday and you're able to join me today. I've got a fun project for us. It is going to be a fun fold card, which you know I love fun folds, and it's featuring some brand new product. So Simply Zinnia, and maybe I'm saying that right, maybe I'm not, and if I'm not, feel free to correct me. Let me know. Let's see here. I'm trying to make sure that I'm in the right place. It's been, I feel like whenever I don't do this regularly, I'm always so clunky getting started. Okay, looks like I'm there. Definitely shout out. Let me know where you're watching from. I always love that. Okay, so let me show you the product first, and then this is the card that we're going to make. But at the last minute, I was like, you know what? I should switch up the colors and the DSP because the paper is so beautiful. Like, what would it look like if I switched it up a little bit? All right, so we might do that today. Okay, so let me show you, actually, yeah. Let me show you the stamp set. It's called Simply Zinnia, I believe. And it is a red rubber stamp set. It's part of our online exclusives. So you'll see red rubber here. None of the stamps are in there because they're ready for my team meeting. I have a team meeting on Tuesday and they're going to be using these stamps. So, so I have some more projects to show you at the end of today's video too, featuring this. But we've got the stamp set, which is a beautiful stamp set. And then we've got some 12 by 12 designer series paper. So these are the patterns. I'm just going to kind of flip through them. I've cut them in half already. You got one of these. I love when Stampin' Up! Does this fun page where it's like one half of it is a certain design and then the other half, it's like a very specific design versus being just like all over the place. I love when they do that. And then there's the other side there. Ooh, I might use that one. And then here's this pattern. And then we've got just some like neutrals on the other side. This one I think is like flowers on this side, kind of a neutral pattern on that side. And then same here. And then we've got some more flowers again. And then there's the other side. So super bright, fun colors. And surprisingly, like I wouldn't have put these colors together necessarily. But when they are together, they work so well together. So this is the card that we're going to do, but I decided I wanted to maybe feature this paper instead and then switch up the color of the cardstock. So make it a little funky. So I was like, do I want to do these two colors together? I'm trying to think, do I love this? You guys are going to have to tell me. Should I go with the orange? And then it'll pull out some of the orange in the paper here. Or should I do the yellow? And actually, as I was flipping through this paper, I hadn't noticed this particular green shade sooner. So let me find that. I don't know, does that look good together? That kind of does. Ooh, it's gonna make it hard for me. Okay, so we've got that. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe this works better. Okay, anyways, and then we've got this. Sorry guys, I really wanted to try something different. Let me see, would that look good together? You guys let me know. Should I go with orange, yellow, or green? And which one of these? I think I'm gonna go with these two together. And this. No, this. I should have came up with this before I started. Anyways, let's go with orange. All right, I'm making a dark. Okay, Louise says darker is better. I just said orange. Debbie and I are on the same wavelength. Okay, I'm going with orange. Orange. Now, do I like this better with the orange? No, I don't. Okay, darker is better. Going with orange. Perfect. Thank you guys so much. All right. So let me show you the, oh, there's more to the suite. I just got completely sidetracked. So we've got the embossing folder here, a beautiful 3D embossing folder. And then there's also some gems that go along with this. Now, unfortunately, the gems have sold out. They are called the Adhesive Back Shiny Sequin, and these have actually sold out, and they're not going to be available until April, I believe. But there's definitely some sequin and embellishments that are available that would work really well with this suite of products as well. So there's that. And so that is the online exclusive. And Louise, I saw your message just before I hopped on, so I'm going to get in touch with you about your order in just a little bit. Okay, let's see. Gotta get my paper trimmer out. If you guys don't have this paper trimmer, I highly recommend that you get it. I taught a class a couple weekends ago, and some people didn't have this. Some people had other types of paper trimmers, and I definitely think, just my opinion, and I know I'm biased, that this paper trimmer just far exceeded the other ones. That's just me. Okay, so here are our measurements for our card. I'm going to stick it here. And it is a fun fold. And I did do this card at the SSAT, but I did different products. So it's really fun to be able to take a pattern or a template and use it for different cards and create different projects. That's one of my favorite things to do too. Let me move this out of the way and we'll get started cutting. You guys can craft right along with me. If you're watching the replay, you can of course pause it. So the card base that we're gonna have is 11 by 4 1/4. And then of course, if you are on my email newsletter, if you're on my mailing list, you will get a picture, a still shot of the card. You'll get the replay, and you'll get the measurements all written out for you. So we're going to cut this cardstock down to 4 1/4 by 11, and then we're going to bring it in here, and we're going to start scoring. So our first score mark is going to be at the 2 1/8 mark. Let me make sure I don't have my cutting blade. Okay, so we'll do 2 1/8. There we go. And then we're going to slide it down and score it at 4 1/4. And then we're going to slide it down and score it at 5 1/2. There we go. So that's going to be our card base. Now you're going to have the other half of your cardstock that you're going to use, because you are going to need to cut another piece. And we're going to cut this piece at 4 1/4, which this is already at 4 1/4 because we cut it the 8 1/2 by 11 1/2. And then we're going to turn it and we're going to cut it at 3 1/4. Okay, we'll set that to the side. So we need that piece there. And then we're going to need some designer series paper as well. So we decided on this designer series paper. And we're going to cut this designer series paper down. The bigger pattern we're going to cut down to 4 inches. So I'll bring it right in here. As you can see, I've been cutting out the flowers out of the pattern for some of the cards that I've been working on. And then you're going to turn it and you're going to cut it at 3 inches. So 4 by 3 here. And then we'll take this green and we're going to cut this down also to 4 inches. So right now it's at 6. I'll just cut 1 inch off of it here. So we got a larger piece of it left over so I could do more with it. Okay. So we're going to do 1 inch by 4 inches. There we go. Okay, here is what we've got. I also recommend that you cut a piece of neutral color cardstock, which I did white, and I cut it down to 4 by 4, but I also embossed it. So you can see with the embossing folder, what I did was I just took the cardstock and I placed it in the embossing folder like this, ran it through my die cutting machine, and that's what we get, okay? So emboss that Love that, looks great. And you know what I forgot to do was cut this layer right here, which I'll go do that in just a minute. All right, we'll start assembling and then I'll go and grab that die cut because I completely forgot it. All right, we're going to fold this in half. Okay. And then we're going to fold this part back. And you guys have probably heard of a book fold before, right? So it's when just a part of it is adhered down so it looks like a book. We're going to do that. So let's grab some adhesive and I'll go ahead and glue that down. Just like that. And then we're going to fold this score line back. Okay, so you guys saw how I did that, right? I folded it in half, I folded it back, I adhered the binding, like a book binding card, and then this score line I folded back like that. Okay, so that is our card base. This is gonna go on the inside panel of the card, and it's gonna fit perfectly right there with a nice border all the way around it. So we'll go ahead and add some adhesive and put that down. Sometimes when I want to make sure that it's perfectly lined up, I need to hold it on each end like this so I can be able to pull it up really fast if I needed to. Okay, there's that. There we go. That's the inside. You'll have some space to write a little message to someone if you wanted to. My computer just shut off on me. There we go. Okay, and then you're going to take this piece that you cut earlier. Let me move that out of the way. And you're going to adhere this DSP to this card. I'm going to do it this way. Oh, ran out of that adhesive. I really don't like to use liquid adhesive on my DSP as much because sometimes it makes it a little bumpy. So, but if I had to, I make sure that it's a very, very thin, small amount. Okay, we'll just add this layer to here. Okay, and then we're gonna do this little strip here, which that could be, you could use that as well. It's got the same color greens on that side. And as you can see with this designer series paper, I mean, the options are endless. You could continue to create different combinations of the DSP and cardstock. I think that would be something fun to do. Okay, there we go. I like that that has a contrast there so it kind of sticks out. And then we'll add this onto the card. And now when you add this one on, you can leave as much or as little of this showing. I like to overlap just a little bit like that. And so that there's just a little bit of that showing and a little bit more of this side showing. And when you glue that down, you're gonna see that that doesn't necessarily bump up together like this, right? It's gonna have a little bit of a border there. So anyways, to do that, I'm going to add some adhesive to this panel right here. I'm a little more generous with that adhesive because it's just cardstock versus DSP. Okay, and now that I've done that, let's see here. I can add it like this. Make sure it lines up nicely. There, the liquid adhesive does give me a little chance to move it a little bit, and we'll just let it sit like that. Okay, so now you see it's kind of like a Z-fold card, but then it's got a book binding with it. It's a really cool fold that's really popular right now. So we've got these two cards, and I actually like the way both of them look. Let me go grab my die so that I can die cut this little piece real quick. Okay, of course I couldn't find that die when I ran over there. So I grabbed just a regular circle die, and it's a little bit small for my liking, but that's okay. We'll go with it. We'll make it cute. All right, so now let's think about the colors here, because I had gotten petal pink, which is what I used here. And then I used Berry Burst here, but really I should have used Real Red. Anyways, so let's think of what colors will we do here. Obviously an orange. I think we'll do I want to pull the green in there? I think we'll do orange and maybe red. So let's try that and see how that looks. I'm going to use the flowers again. So even though this particular die cut isn't as big as I want it to be, you guys get the point, right? The die cut I used on this is part of a brand new product suite, and it's actually what I'm going to be featuring for this month's card club. It's called Poetic Expressions. It's really pretty. So let's stamp there. And now I'm trying to think if I should have stamped off a little bit. Let's see what it would look like if I had stamped off. Ink it up, and then we'll decide which one we like better. Okay, so that's a little bit lighter, and then that's a little bit darker. I do like the darker side too. Okay, and then we'll bring in some Real Red. And the sentiment, thank you so much. I really love the way that this sentiment looks. Always, you guys hear me say this all the time. I love when it's got like a standard font or like a stick font. I don't know what they're called. And then it's got a kind of like a script. I love the way that looks. So I just stamped right over it. Okay, so I may need to do the lighter side so that you can see the thank you so much a little bit better. Okay, that does. I like the darker orange, but that works so much better for the sentiment. All right, so then when you go to place the sentiment on here, then you'll use some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm gonna fix this, of course, so that I can grab a picture of the new version of this card and to be able to share it with you guys. But that is how we do this particular card. I hope you guys like that. It's very simple. Take the measurements and the layout and create tons and tons and tons of different cards with this fun fold, and definitely share it over on my Honeybee Stampers group page. I'd love to see it there, or even you can share it here in the comment section. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you, and like I mentioned earlier, I've got a team meeting on Tuesday, and we're going to be doing some projects featuring this. And so here are the cards. I'll show you those so you get to see some more samples with this beautiful suite of products. And then this one actually opens up like that. And they're going to make this card. And then this is a little pocket card, and they'll have a little surprise inside of there. So at our team meetings, this is one of my favorite things to do, is to create projects. So they always get to come away with beautiful cards that they can either use in their own personal life, or they can take it and create a class with it on their own if they like. Okay, so there's that. And then I did want to share just a little quick sneak peek of the projects from our February card club. And March card club is open right now, registration. So if you want to join that, let me know. But here are some of the cards from our card club. This one I just posted on social media. Another fun fold card there. And then this was a really fun one to make. And then this pretty one. So those are our cards from our card club. And this month's card club features Poetic Expressions. And so if you're interested in that, let me show you where in the catalog that is. You do get product included with the club and 5 cards that I designed. So it is a very beautiful suite of products. It's on page 60 and 61 as well as 62. Beautiful suite of products. And this is what our card club is going to be. If you want to come and take the card club in person, it's the last Tuesday of this month. Otherwise, you would get it shipped to you in the mail. Okay? And shipping's included with the fee for that. It's only $40 for it to be shipped, and if you take it in person, it's $36, and it includes product. So you can't lose on that. Now, before we hop off, I do want to share one more little sneak peek into some new product. Oh, let me show you one more of those fun fold cards. So here is another sample of the fun fold. Love it. Just love that fold. Okay, here's some new product that actually is also part of the online exclusives. You guys got to get online onto the website and check out the online exclusives. There's all new stuff that just came out. So we've got these adhesive back swirl dots, and they're really cool. They've got 3 different shades, and it's just a really cool little embellishment there. And it goes with the Latte Love bundle. And so, of course, here's the stamp set. As you can see, I haven't even actually opened these up. Hi, Brenda. Thank you, Deb. Appreciate that. Open this up and look at these cool dies. I love that. So I haven't had a chance to play with this yet, but I will for sure. The paper is stunning. Over on our team page with my team, the Beehive, we've got a Stamper of the Month, and her name is Cindy, and she is doing just a great job with her designs that she's sharing with us featuring this product. Now I'm trying to find my scissors. I'm going to open this up, and let's take a look at this designer series paper before we hop off. Again, it's 12 by 12. Look at that fun paper. All the little coffee stains there. Yes, the online exclusive offering that they just shared is just fantastic. So many great options. Oh, I like this one. Oh, I love that. And then these 2 colors together actually look really good. There's this one. I like that too. Love, love, love. So just wanted to share that with you if you saw it online, but we're curious as to how it looked. There you go. Latte Love Sweet. And I don't actually know what it's called online, but there's that. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the card for today. Let me know if you have any questions, need any help ordering, and I'd be happy to help you with that. I'm going to doctor this up just a little bit, you know me, and then I will share a final picture of what this ended up looking like. Thanks so much, you guys. Thank you, Linda. I'm so glad you're able to hop on. All right, have a great rest of your night, you guys. Talk to you next week. All right, bye-bye.